Alright, so we're going to do a cook on the Masterbuilt 560, and what we're going to do today, I got a little modification because of the Royal Oak lump charcoal is kind of small, and if you see how large this grate is, it's pretty large, and a lot of it is falling through. So we just took some expanded metal here. This was an 8x8 that we cut. That's going to fit right on top, and when I have more time, I'll probably tack this up so it doesn't slide around. But I think this is going to eliminate most of the Royal Oak lump charcoal falling through. So we're going to stick it in, we're going to get it going. Today we're going to do a pork loin and some barbecue chicken leg quarters. So here we go. Alright, just to show you, this is what fell through. It was in the pan. I just kind of dumped it out on my barbecue grate of expanded metal. So all of this didn't burn. So hopefully the expanded metal that we got in the bottom now is going to allow this to burn. If you were running briquettes, you shouldn't have any problem. Alright, perfect. So what do we have in the bottom? Just a few little pieces. So I think that's going to solve the issue. Okay, so I'm going to try putting some pecan pellets in here. It's what I like to use. I'm sure some of it's going to fall through, but that's okay. Once you get the embers in the bottom, it's going to burn there as well. I think I ran it at 700 degrees for about 30 minutes, and that burns a lot of charcoal. So when I did my burn off the last video, I ran it for about 3.5 hours, and 30 minutes of that was at 700, and I ended up with probably about that pan, this pan here, about halfway full. That's how much I had left of that bag of Royal Oak. All right, filled up. All right, strike a fire. Let's see if these work. That's all I could find at the store with the convenient times we're living in. That wasn't very successful, was it? Okay. Alright, see if this will work. Alright, looks like we got some fire going. Let's see here. Alright, fans on. Alright, coming up, we're at 103 degrees. We got some pre-seasoned pork loin that's stuffed with sausage. So that ought to be pretty good smoked. We're going to get it on. Let's see how it does. Alright, now all we gotta do is wait. It's been on for a little over 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out. I don't want it to get too dry. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it in foil. Actually, the internal temperature is at 154 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it in foil, stick it up on the top shelf, because I got some chicken I need to throw on here before I run out of time. They are looking pretty good here. Got a good crust around the edges. I probably would like them to cook a little bit longer, but I'm just running out of time, so I think it's going to have a good smoked flavor. And there's my one. Oh, all right. I'm gonna throw this. It's hot. Throw this up here on the top. I mean, it's looking really good. And it's time to get some chicken on here. All right, so we're going with the chicken. I'm gonna run it up to 375 to get that chicken done. So I'm gonna run it up and allow the smoker to settle out before I do anything. All right, we got our seasoned leg quarters. Go ahead and throw them on. That's gonna cook too fast. All right, so I just got the I just put the corn on and I got the chicken flipped. Thought I had the camera running. I guess I did. The chicken was a little charred on the bottom, so I had it set at 350, and it was really getting it a little bit too much for that bottom grill on this side closest to the charcoal stack. So I lowered it down to 300. We're going to try it there. I think we should be in good shape. And our pork loin is at 178 degrees, so we're coming up pretty good on that. It's going to be right on time. All right, my 30-minute timer's off, and I just got my Jack Miller's barbecue sauce. This is my favorite for chicken. Heat it up, and it looks like we're really going along here. My chicken is chicken quarters are running. Let's see, the biggest one is at 150 degrees, so we're getting close. I'm going to set that on top, keep the sauce warm, let it cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them and caramelize the other side. Alright, just like everything, got a little carried away, and a little longer than what I like to leave it. We're ready to flip it now. Oh yeah, that's looking right. Yeah. A little dark. Alright, so our pork loin is at 200 degrees, so it's pretty much done. I don't have that much longer. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on. It's covered, it's wrapped. So actually the chicken is pretty much done. The meat probe showing 178 degrees, so I'm going to let that sauce caramelize there and probably be ready to pick the chicken up, and I'll go ahead and pull the loins off. So maybe about five more minutes. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's looking pretty good here. Look at that. This biggest piece is the one that I've got 178 on it, and it looks the least done. So go ahead and pull these off. These got a little bit crispier on this side. Okay, and get our loins off. Now we just gotta go check it out. Alright, so we got all the chicken up. Now the corn is done. I'm going to throw my rolls in here, let them heat up, get the corn off, and I'm going to raise this temperature up because we got a little surprise for dessert. Alright, so we got this dude dialed up to 425 for our next course. Of course, I got the bread up here on the top warming, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just clean off the grates because there's all the chicken stuff. So clean that off with my little brush, then I'll be ready for my final course. Alright, so what we have here is a little homemade apple pie. Whoop! That I just spilt all over myself. So don't do that, but here it is. I'll stick it on 20 minutes at 425. Alright, and the timer's counting down, so let's let it go. Then we'll come back and lower the temperature to 375 for 40 minutes. Got the chicken done, got the pork. The pork is perfect. Got it right here, and it's perfectly tender, just falling apart. It's perfectly cooked. The chicken, on the other hand, I was going off of a recipe that we use in the oven at 350. 350 is too high, for my opinion. I didn't dry it out. It's still good and moist, but I would like to cook it a little bit slower to get a little bit more smoke flavor on here. But all in all, we got a pretty good meal going. The corn is perfect. Corn on the grill is so delicious. And with that being said, got fresh garden cabbage. I didn't cook it on the grill, but oh yeah, fresh cabbage. Alright, so our dessert is ready to be brought down to 375, and we're going to let it go for about 40 minutes. Timer's done. Well, let's check out our pie, see what it looks like. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. Look at that. Got a pretty good crisp on top. Mike could leave it a little bit longer, but I think everybody's ready to eat. Just check this crust right here. Ooh, man, it's smelling good. Oh yeah, definitely. We're good to go here. All right, so Masterbuilt 560 is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. First full cook. I mean, I've done the whole meal on here, and we're really liking it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you stick around for a few more videos. See you next time.